Three, two, one. And welcome back to the 6th episode of my Factorio Let's Play series. Last time I believe we set up green science pack production, added a lot more labs, and increased power output. This time we're going to increase automation, and as we start researching more and more technologies, gearing up the things we will be able to do with those, getting those started, maybe hopefully some things like oil or something soon. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to look at what we have available as technologies, look what we're going to go forward for, and then increase automation of our science pack production to get there as quick as possible. So right now we're researching inserter stacks as bonus, which is good. But after that, with the recent introduction of green science, we have access to a lot of new technologies. Good thing to be would be advanced electronics. And one thing I want to head for in the future, a little bit down the road, would be oil processing. This would be this. So what we need for this is all we need is steel processing. Steel is a very important technology and would be a good thing to get right now. We can get the steel tool and make deconstructing things a little bit faster and stuff. So I think that should be our next goal for after we're done with that. And then after that we need to look over this and see if we can increase production here a little bit. One thing we can do is turn these into automation 2, assembly machine 2s instead of assembly machine 1s. We might need a few more resources though, so we need to collect a few. Boom. There we go. Lots and lots of iron. I'll simply deconstruct some of these. Have those being crafted up right now. I'm not going to deconstruct the last one right now because it won't save us any real time. And this way it'll just be easy. Do this. Deconstruct this one. Do this. And therefore we don't... Wait. What? No, not red. Green. Oh well. Plan backfired on me, but it's the thought that counts, right? Steel, this should be done in about a half a minute or less. One thing I would like to see is some build-up of like excess things, but oh well. Yeah, not even half a minute. That was fast. Now for oil processing. Should be good. Oh, got 50 of each. That should take a little bit, but with our large science production, that shouldn't take too long. And to gear up for that, I think I'm actually going to increase resource we have plenty of resource production. Even though not a lot of ore is coming in, we're just not using enough to really justify increasing production. One thing that would be good to get started is stone production, and from stone, we get an electric miner. We can actually turn that into stone walls, which all you need to do is take stone brick, which is just stone, and you smelt it in a furnace. So you can stick one of these down here, and one electric miner is usually enough to power 2 furnaces. So a very simple setup here. Do this, put a furnace here, don't even need all that belt. 2 inserters in, 1 box here, inserter here and here. The inserter will just put it on the ground here, and this inserter can pick it up. And now, last, all we need is some power. See if this works. Oh, of course, coal. This is just a small operation, and such that I think I'm just gonna leave that there. Leave it by manually putting it in, because we don't need that many stone walls. And by manually putting it in, we can control how much we actually get from that. Oh. This is filling up, so soon they'll be both being used. Now that we have some stone brick, as you can see, we can craft stone walls. Stone brick is also important later. There are several things that need stone brick, and it's not always the first resource you think of, so having already some stone brick being produced is just a good thing to have around. Oil processing is almost half done. Oh, we did just get steel processing, so a good thing to do right now would be to actually set up steel. We can just do this anywhere, but down here is a good place to be, I guess. Just take a splitter, get some of this excess iron and a little extra copper, of course. Now see our assembly machine for gun ammunition is working correctly, and it's working well. We have a lot of it, so it's a good sign. No more handcrafting ammunition waiting forever. Although, the problem I've noticed is that we're not actually getting any iron. Probably in part because of this selling machine always requesting, or not requesting, using all the iron we're making still for the production. Producing more iron, we're consuming more iron than we are producing per minute, which is obviously not a good thing. Now that's reduced because we don't have enough iron. But oil processing, there we go. Oil processing unlocks a whole host of new things, but a good thing to get is fluid handling, so we can actually store the fluids we make, petroleum, other things. This is up to capacity. We have enough iron ore coming in. We just don't have enough being smelted right now. One thing that advanced materials processing will allow us to get a steel furnace, which it uses stone bricks. But after that, there's the electric furnace, and I just don't like making steel furnaces because once you upgrade to electric, you just kind of wasted the resources you put into the steel. So I think soon, if this doesn't really clear up once this stops using all the ammo, I may just create one of these again over here and just put more iron ore into it, and we should have plenty of iron from that if necessary. Let me check how's our power situation looking since we put those new steam engines in. Looks fine. Only use about half, although it is still inching up. We're up to 3 megawatts average consumption. Something to keep in mind. This is pretty slow, but it is using all the iron. We have no iron on this belt. Yep. Science pack production is still going. We actually have some red science being built up, probably due to how long it takes to actually research each segment of the science. You know, we have so little iron coming in, I think I am going to expand iron ore production. And by doing that, I'm just going to basically take half of this, stick it over here, and start putting some more electric miners down, and we should get started. So to get started, of course, we just need a lot of transport belt. From there, we can just lay it down the middle like this. Except, I want the iron ore from this new deposit, or I think from this new deposit, just because we don't want to tap too much into one, and that could cause problems, just because it'll run out faster, and distributing how much we use is a better idea. So we'll have this here. We'll have the coal line in the middle. We'll have to run. Actually, we can run coal the opposite direction. It doesn't really matter which way we run it. So by doing it this way, we can just run it here. I don't think I'm going to have two sides yet. We can always expand it to that later if we need it. And then all we need now is just the furnaces. I start from this end because we can't really expand much farther this way if we really run into problems. So I'll do this here. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. We pick up 6, 7, and one more tree to go, and 8. Just chop down some of these trees. Interesting thing to do, especially when you get better shotgun ammo, is you can just use your shotgun to clear trees. Just create all those ugly lines in the middle, but it is efficient. I will say that. And now if we do this, run this down here, and now we can just hook up some miners and we should be fine. 4 should be good. That's what's working down here, providing plenty. And that should be fine. And now all we need is 8 furnaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, that was a little extra. And put this in here. Furnace, the inserter, the output belt, output belt, output belt. And who would have guessed? More output belt. Finally onto the export line, where the iron ore goes to be used by the rest of the factory. Now we're making some of the furnaces, we can start putting those down. There goes fluid handling, good. Military 2, not that useful right now. Piercing rounds are good, but they require steel, which we don't really have any yet. Logistics 2 is okay. I think advanced electronics is gonna be really good because it gives us access to all these technologies. And now we just need 8 long handers, and then just use all the small servers regular we already have. That was 7. One more gives me 8. And that looks like it's going to work. Just extend this whole line a little bit. Now all we do is hook everything up. We do have the 4 miners, so put this in here. I'll spread them out just to make it last a little longer. We have plenty of iron already around here. There we go. Power. Is that? Yeah, that's going to cover it all. Start hooking it up here. And we can go here, here. And this should power everything. And not the prettiest power pole placement. Power pole placement. Say that 3 times fast, but it works. Another splitter to do this. Actually, we might as well craft a few. I'm sure we'll need them sometime. Just remove that. Put the splitter here, and voila, we have coal. Advanced electronics down. We need blue, so that's far off. Shotgun shell, shooting speed. Should be next getting a few more things to help our military work go better, is always good. Now we have coal coming in. This should be working. Here comes the iron. I think I am just. We don't have that much on this belt, so I'm just gonna feed this in here. But I'm gonna feed it in on the left side. Depending on which way you look at it, I guess. But that way we can have iron on both sides of the belt. It'll be fed in. Well, actually we can't because how our splitter is working. Oh well, I think the belt can handle it on both on the right side. Shouldn't be that much of a problem. Hook this up here, and there we go. Lots of iron coming in. Now this may create clogging problems, and we may have to speed this up somehow, or maybe use them for separate things, but we'll see if this works for now. Still no iron here. I'm surprised. We are getting some ammo though. That's 100 a stack. Oh, I only wanted 200 ammo in this chest, so I'll decrease that to about there. There comes the iron. Plenty of it. And we should be having almost a full belt. The reason this isn't as compressed is we don't have enough of it. First, because you can see these gaps where there's not enough. And 2, if this eventually would fill up, these corners cause it to slightly decompress, so over a long period of time, if you're just running it through, it will eventually get wider and wider apart. Wider spaced on the belt, I guess. So that's how that works. Now we have iron coming in here, even if it's just a little bit of it. And we can set up steel production for when actually we do get a lot of iron here. Steel production, we just need some furnaces, which are here. 4 of them should be sufficient. That might be actually a little too much, but oh well. These are just pretty temporary, so, well, no, let's make them something that we can always replace with electric 3x3s if we need to. Give me a sense of deja vu. Didn't I just do this about a minute ago? Oh well. There's those. We do need some coal down here. I guess I can just handle these for now. There's no real problem with doing that. It's just, especially since we have so little iron coming in, I don't think I'll ever really run out for a long time. But, oh well. This is going to be really useful for us because steel is actually one of the first things we cannot craft ourselves. We have to actually have it smelted. And that's different than one of the base resources like iron or copper. And it takes 5 iron to make 1 steel plate. Interesting point. So steel is very resource heavy, requires a lot of iron, but that's okay because it's very useful. hopefully when this ammo fills up, we will be able to... You know what, I'm just gonna... I don't need that much ammo right now, I already have plenty. I think I am going to block this so we can actually see if turning that off actually feeds iron into here. Let that finish producing all its ammo. It's up to, I think it's 4 in the assembly machine. Oh, there goes shotgun shell shooting speed 1. Now, if I ever got to shotgun shell shooting speed 6, that would be a tongue twister. But there is no such thing. It only goes up to 5. Oh well. Up to 6. I mean, up to 4. Wow, I'm stuck on 6 sixes. And still, iron gear production is eating it all. Although, why are you using so much? Oh, red science packs, that's why. They're just taking all the gears. That makes sense, we are doing a lot of research right now. But we still do need more iron throughput. More. Oh, there's the problem. Not all of these are on. That could be a problem. Why is that, I wonder? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 down here. And they're effectively supplying... Well, actually it might be running out, actually, now that I look at it. So, I think I'm going to add a few more down here, because what's the point of building all this if it doesn't work? Oh. If you can see me right now, you can see me face palming, because these aren't turned on. Yes. First thing to check when building a thing in Factorio, does it work? In this case, the answer was a resounding no. These last 2 were on because I had somehow reversed the belt. I will have these 2 on because even with those other ones on, we're only turning about 6 furnaces on. But still, wow. That might help our iron production just a little bit. We'll have to wait and see, but we'll have to wait and see next time because this has been a full episode. Looking at the time, I see it's time to say goodbye. So, we increased iron production considerably this time. Also made it easier next time to add another thing up here if we need to. We started up some steel production. Got a few steel in a chest and got that set up. And got a lot of research done this episode. So, it was fun. I enjoyed it. This has been Draken. See you again.